Hello everyone, Dan DeRocha here, president of Erika Record Baking Equipment. This past weekend, my family and I were craving homemade pizza. We've had our share of frozen pizzas, and some frozen pizzas are great, but others are not so much. So I went to my bookshelf and I grabbed Flour, Water, Salt, Yeast by Ken Forkish. It's a pretty famous recipe book, and it's got a great pizza dough recipe, a same-day pizza dough recipe that I'd used many times in the past. Flipped through it, I found it. Actually, if you Google search Ken Forkish pizza recipe, I'm certain you'll find this out there on the internet. So basically, making this same-day pizza is an all-day affair. First, we gotta take our instant dry yeast. We gotta hydrate it, set that aside. Auto-lease the dough. Once the water and the dough was combined, we let that sit for 30 minutes. Then we combine salt and the yeast, and we incorporate everything by hand. We let it sit for a while, about an hour. Then we added a nice fold to it. Then we moved it to a new tub, put some olive oil in the tub, put some olive oil on the top of the dough, covered it, and we put it in the oven just to proof. Nice warm nap for about 4 hours. Came back in the evening, we saw that the dough had doubled in size, which is great. We did our best to handle the dough very gently. We're making our dough balls because we didn't want to degas it. We wanted to keep those nice big air pockets in the dough as much as possible. After we divided the dough, we let it rest for about another 60 minutes, and then pizza making time. We took a pizza stone, put it in the oven, cranked the oven up to 550 degrees. The pizza sauce was pretty basic, San Marzano tomatoes, and then we kicked it up a little bit with salt, oregano, olive oil, and garlic. And then for the topping, we just went mozzarella cheese. Very plain, very simple, but awesome. 6 to 7 minutes at 550 degrees was about enough to make perfect little pizzas. Our family bonded over the pizza making process. We laughed and we joked. And my wife and I were able to share a nice bottle of wine together, standing around the kitchen. It was a great finish to the weekend and really a great start to the next week. Our team hopes that this message finds you well and that you remain safe and stay strong, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care.